Hi all, I am Mrs. Alyssa Anderson, and I am your Family Consumer Sciences teacher, previously known as home ec until the 1990s. Things have really changed since then, and I want to highlight the amazing things we are doing at Pittsville. But first, let's talk about the word collaboration. Teacher collaboration occurs when members of a learning community work together to increase student learning and achievement. If our ultimate destination as educators is student achievement, think of teacher collaboration as the journey. Collaboration is not a task to complete, then move on. It's an ever-changing, ongoing process that is only enhanced by social networks and access to new technology. We are doing great things at the Pittsville School District, and I'm proud to be a Panther and have my 4 children attend school here. Here are some of the collaboration efforts in my department that we have done thus far in my 6 years of teaching. The 4K students were able to work with the big kids to make cookies to celebrate their open house and showcase the work they have done. Every year, we've also made cupcakes with our first graders, aiding them in their writing standards. After the hands-on experience in the kitchen, each first grader writes an in-depth how-to book about cupcakes. Then the first graders read their stories to our high school students. Mr. Stewart led research and removal of the rusty crayfish species out of the Yellow River. Then we were able to collaborate together and put on a crawfish boil to extend the learning with those students. Note, the crawfish we ate were sourced from Texas, not the Yellow River. Our local foods class is almost 80% funded by the school garden and community surplus donations. We have been able to preserve enough vegetables to feed the entire school of butternut squash on a meal day, store and preserve enough food to aid with ingredients for food labs for the entire school year, along with keeping ingredients set aside to donate Nescos of soup to the Empty Bowl fundraiser. Again, we are doing phenomenal things at Pittsville, and it's really hard to be honest and talk about things that we could be doing even better. If you have present and future students in this district, grandchildren, or even family friends that attend school here, a new career and technical education facility would allow students to learn and complete the process of making maple syrup, get students CPR and first aid certified, teach all students about recycling and composting at lunch and during food classes to create a sustainable compost pile to use for soil judging, towards our school garden, and community soil testing could be completed by the science and horticulture classes. We could teach students how to process animals. With a new processing facility, the local foods course could not only focus on vegetable usage, but with fall deer harvesting, processing, and preservation. Large animal vet science class would be able to process beef, chickens, pigs, and other animals throughout the school year. Agri-science teaches the basics of electricity and circuits. With a new mechanics facility, they would collaborate with computer circuitry. There would be enough space and materials to collaborate with math and physics courses as well. Bring back sewing classes. This seems simple, but imagine this scenario. Second graders read I Need My Monster by Amanda Knoll, and those second graders write sentences describing their monster's favorite things, colors, foods, and also draw a picture of their monsters. A new FCS textiles class equipped with sewing machines and enough space for students to then create those monster masterpieces for each second grader. The creative writing class can then write stories about such monsters. The marketing class with new equipment and software could capture this entire culmination of collaboration with learning how to interview staff and students, writing editorials, and sending it out to local newspapers and community members for our district newsletter. Staff would have a new conference space to host meetings and help with collaboration. It would give the opportunity for community members to take night courses taught by staff. The increased space can be used to host sport banquets and continue running efficient crayon tours by the crayon science class, and many, many more things. These new facilities are not just for the CTE team. They allow other school disciplines to utilize the facility, to reach out and collaborate cross-curricular, and would even be able to offer adult education to the community. The time is now. Let's not keep hearing about how far ahead in education other districts are. Let's be the district everyone is talking about by offering the newest and best educational resources in the state.